With more on all the action across the conference tourneys, let's welcome in CBS Sports senior college hoops writer Matt Norlander. Matt, it was not long ago that it looked like we were going to have a tournament lacking some true blue blood brand names, but the push is on. Let's start with the heels of an absolute drubbing of Notre Dame. I know there's a 6 next to their name, but they look like a tough out for anyone and everyone on Wednesday night.
Without a doubt. So just a few nights ago on HQ, when all these brackets started to get formed at the league level, I was asked what matchup was I most intrigued by that could form in the ACC tournament. And I said it was Virginia Tech versus North Carolina. We're going to get that matchup on Thursday. Those teams have not yet met this season here. Now, I'm of two minds of what we saw UNC do against Notre Dame on Wednesday night. Looked wonderful. Armando Bacot at 20 points. Walker Kessler is really coming into his own. And I remember back in the preseason, UNC was raving about the potential for Day'Ron Sharpe. So altogether, they are a fun and dangerous team. We'll see what they can actually do. In terms of if this win means all that much, I mean, frankly, Notre Dame wasn't good this season. It was coming off a dramatic win on Tuesday to advance this point. So I am hesitant to be all of a sudden like, oh, yeah, UNC's got a chance to win this whole ACC tournament and then make a run in the tournament. We need to pump the brakes. We sometimes get too over our skis this time of the year. I know everyone's eager to get back into this after not having conference tournaments last season for the most part. But I will note this. So Carolina's going to try and get a third straight win on Thursday. It has not won 3 games in a row since January. And in the few times it has managed a 3-game winning streak this season, none of Carolina's 3-game win streaks have included a win over a surefire NCAA tournament team. So if it's going to do that against Virginia Tech, it will be the first time it does it this season. I do think it will be a very good game. Virginia Tech has not played a lot because of COVID protocols in the past 3 weeks. So certainly we'll see whether it's rest or rust situation with Mike Young, ACC Coach of the Year, and his Hokies.
Oh, you're going to have to temper the excitement on this one as well. The Duke Blue Devils living to fight another day after taking down Louisville for their 2nd win in as many days. Next up for Coach K and co, a meeting with the 2 seed in Florida State. Simply put, Matt, would a win on Thursday and a berth to the semifinal be enough for the committee to justify an at-large bid for the Dukies?
It would not, and I'm very firm in that. And I know that we're going to hear a lot of this into Thursday leading up to that game. Duke now has life. You might see some try and make a case. For me, it's just straight up not enough. Now, Duke has gotten to this point, and it knocked off a wobbly Louisville team. I will get to them in just a minute here. But it is a good sign. I mean, we had an ACC freshman record go down on Wednesday because out of nowhere, and I don't know why this wasn't the case earlier in the season. Mike Krzyzewski clearly has his reasons, but in the 70-56 win, Duke got 20 rebounds out of Mark Williams, freshman. I mean, it was the best, and it broke Ralph Sampson's record. So they have made some good gains early here. Let's see what happens against a clearly better Florida State team. If that happens, you'll see Duke now, creeping back in on first 4-out status. I don't think they have any case to be in the field, even if they beat Florida State. I need another win after that. As for Louisville, the Cardinals, they don't have an extremely strong resume. They're going to get in, I believe that. But if you really look, they're going to be a victim also of not having a full schedule. I'm telling you, this is the moving target for me, Joe. You've got these teams that have only played 19, 20, 21 games versus other teams that are going to have 27, 28, 29 results, data points here. How the committee resolves that matter is going to be something that, frankly, is not going to please everyone. I think there's a real chance Louisville might be in the first 4. Might be. We got to see what else everyone does here. I would have it probably maybe just barely out right now. But once they start seed scrubbing and looking at that resume, they're going to see a Louisville team that doesn't have a ton. It's got enough to get in. I have no doubt about it. Louisville will play in the NCAA tournament this year. But if it winds up in the first 4, I will not be shocked because that resume is lacking. Yeah,
if nothing else, it is welcome doubt, and it is the last thing you want to do this time of the year. The postseason push for Duke continues while others came to a screeching halt here on Wednesday. A bubble-bound Xavier squad falls to Butler. That's 4 of their last 5 the wrong way. At 13-8, have you prepared the postmortem?
I have. Xavier's case is done because if you were to just, and this isn't how it's done, and not Xavier versus Louisville in a vacuum, but if you look at what Louisville's numbers are versus what Xavier's numbers are, Xavier doesn't have a case right now. I mean, these are numbers that were coming into the day here, but Xavier, 58 in the net, 48 in KPI, results-based metric, 48 in strength of record. Louisville, meantime, 52 in the net, 32nd in KPI, 30th in strength of record. It's got these losses. I understand that Xavier, it wants to hang its hat on the fact that it has a win over Oklahoma at home. That's really nice. And it's got a win over Creighton at home. That's really nice. But elsewhere, too many losses piled too high. I'm just not seeing it. And if you're a Drake fan, like, you're thrilled. If you're a VCU fan, you're thrilled because if VCU doesn't win the auto bid and St. Bonaventure gets it, I mean, that's what you want right now. Xavier has one quad 1 win. It's 5-5 in quad 2 and has a quad 3 loss. They don't have enough games. If you tell me that Xavier would have been able to get 3 more wins on the schedule, and one of those could have been quad 1, quad 2, then yeah, it would have a better case. But this is the outcome of an irregular season, and I know Xavier fans are going to be frustrated with this, but you can't take that loss. You cannot lose to Butler. You got to win that game to stave off this exact situation. I frankly don't see any case why Xavier deserves.
Want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.